I don't know if you guys remember this clip. This is Kevin Roberts from 2024. This is July 3rd, where he says that they intend to start a revolution that will remain bloodless if the left allows it. Do you remember this?
Over our institutions. The reason that they are apoplectic right now, the reason that
the left,
so many anchors on MSNBC, for example, are losing their minds daily is because our side is winning. And so I come full circle in this response and just want to encourage you with some substance that we are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be.
That's chilling now, isn't it, to hear at this moment in time, because it really is another revolution. They really did intend to and are destroying U.S. democracy. Now, if you don't remember this clip or who this guy is, this is Kevin Roberts. He is the CEO of the foundation, the nonprofit that wrote Project 2025. And he was one of the co-writers or whatever. He helped write it. Looking back at Project 2025, every single part of it is being implemented right now. It was a 100-day plan to turn the United States into a dictatorship on behalf of Christian nationalism. And it's happening. It happened a lot faster than I thought. Full-blown fascism hit like a ton of bricks. I honestly didn't see that. But I want to talk about Kevin Roberts and what he's up to right now. He went on Glenn Beck to talk. Check this out. By the way, the algorithm is hitting me hard right now, completely ignoring me. So I'd appreciate if you watch to the end of the video. Having increased watch time as a percentage and a raw number is what pushes the video further. Also check out my books, owenmorgan.com. All right, back to the video. This is from April 7th.
He's one of the first presidents, in fact, I think the first president since Reagan, that I actually trusts, loves America as much as me. Not
Donald Trump loves America. I'm sorry?
In it for himself, in it for the country. And so I'm sitting here going, I'm not going to give him a pass forever. I mean, a year from now, if we are really struggling because of this, I'm not going to be saying the same thing, but I think we have to let the chef cook the meal.
Okay. How do I follow up on this analogy? Brother, the chef doesn't know how to cook a fucking meal. He's never cooked a meal in his entire life. He's always had a maid to come in and do that for him, first of all. Second, he doesn't even have the ingredients. Third, he's not only does he not have like a recipe, he's not even like calling his buddy to give him advice. And third, his goal isn't to cook a meal. It is to destroy U.S. democracy. So I don't think I want to give the chef an opportunity to work any more than he already has, but okay.
We came into the restaurant. We came because we knew he was the chef. Let him cook the meal.
Donald Trump's great love for this country, a cabinet that I think is the best assembled in modern history.
Really? The cabinet you think is the best in modern history? RFK Jr. alone makes that statement insane.
I think maybe since either Lincoln or first time I saw the cabinet all together, I said, look at the brains. I haven't seen this since the founding era.
I think you're right.
These people are disgusting. This is a complete joke. These people are the architects of destruction, the architects of the plan to dismantle democracy. And it worked. And hey, as it turns out, democracy actually gives us a lot of really useful things in society. Keeps literacy rates high. It maintains human rights. It gives us a strong economy, things like that. Now that those things are going away, because democracy is going away, these people have to run propaganda by just saying, it's going well. Yeah, it's going great. Just ignore anybody that's telling you it's not going great.
Look at the brains. I haven't seen this since the founding era.
I think you're right.
I mean, it's crazy.
I think only Washington's and Lincoln's rival them.
Yes.
That's insane. That is an insane thing to say. Just a few days earlier, Glenn Beck talked on this exact subject. Give this a listen. This is without Kevin Roberts.
Am I willing to give this guy the benefit of the doubt because it's Donald Trump? I don't think so.
Really? Be honest. Come on. He is so transparent. I didn't know this, but apparently Glenn Beck is like the Tucker. He used to be Tucker Carlson, basically. He was in the position that Tucker Carlson was in previously. Like Tucker Carlson was the head of Fox News, as Jesse Waters is now. effectively, the lead propagandist. And before Tucker Carlson, it was Bill O'Reilly. And before Bill O'Reilly, I believe it was Megyn Kelly. And before that, it was Glenn Beck. And they did, Glenn Beck did all the same that Tucker Carlson did. Demonize groups of people for no fucking reason. There's an organization, a nonprofit, that helps people find good charities to donate to. I forget what it's called now. It's on the tip of my tongue. And Glenn Beck came up with this massive winding conspiracy about how the Tides Foundation, that's what it was, the Tides Foundation. Oh, a massive winding conspiracy, how they were secretly elites that, worked for foreign governments and had bodies on their hands and all kinds of insane. It was just a nonprofit organization. That's it. And he wound up this whole thing over it. And it got to the point where there was actually a stochastic terrorism event where a guy was so wound up over the Tides Foundation that he was pulled over and they found a bunch of guns in his car, and he was on his way to shoot up the Tides Foundation because he believed Glenn Beck when he said all that shit about it. So Glenn Beck doesn't get any passes here. He is a propagandist as bad as Tucker Carlson, as bad as Jesse Waters, or any of the other Fox News nutcases. Equally as bad, if not worse even.
I think I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's the guy we have always wanted. We've wanted a really hard-nosed, twitchy-eye negotiator.
We have.
Somebody that just...
I get so sick of people calling Trump a negotiator. I'm sorry. He's a fucking idiot. He is not a negotiator. He's a moron. If that hasn't been proven to you by now, I don't know what would prove it.
Makes everybody at the table go, don't mess with him. He just might do it. Okay, so that's what he is. He's the best negotiator maybe in the business in the world today.
You explicitly do not want somebody like that in politics. You want somebody who can work with others well and make good faith deals with them where it's mutually beneficial. That is what you need in politics. That's what a politician should be doing. There shouldn't be a scumbag trying to take advantage of people. And, even Glenn Beck agrees with that when he's not talking about Donald Trump. Our politicians should not be zeroed in on taking advantage of people and being scumbags.
He is a great businessman. His gut has been right so many times when I thought his...
No, it's just a lie. All of this is a lie.
Gut was absolutely wrong. It turns out, oh, wow, it is like that. Okay. He's made mistakes.
Why don't you outline some of those? You've just spent the past 5 minutes fluffing the dude. Now give me one mistake. One.
But he's also the only guy who I really, truly believe that I can point to at that scale that I can say, I know he truly loves the country. I know he has taken it up the butt with his own business for so long.
Okay, that was a little more graphic than I needed. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about or why that matters if his business is doing well or whatever. I have no clue what you're going on about right now. And I also have no clue how you got to he cares about the country. What?
By trying to be president of the United States, he has just been screwed over and over and over again with it.
He's richer than he has ever been in his entire life right now. What are you talking about?
His own business. It's not about him getting rich.
But it just so happens that he did, right?
It's not about him. It is about the country. He's the guy I was looking for as a negotiator. He's the guy I was looking for as a businessman. He understands it. He clearly understands the odds. He's not an attorney. He's not a politician. He's a businessman.
He's really not. He's just a scumbag. He's a sack of shit that is out for himself and always has been. I don't understand. You can try to drill this into people all you want. That's just not the reality.
I think that's why I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, the benefit of the doubt ended 11 years ago. It ended, hang on, how long has it been? 2016, 2017 is when he took office, right? Benefit of the doubt ended 8 years ago now. Okay, we learned that he was a complete sack of before that even. But you know what? Benefit of the doubt. By 8 years ago, we knew what he was about. And if you still don't know what he's about, you are either dumb as dog or you are lying to the people around you. You're lying to yourself or lying to others.
And I do it looking him right in the eye saying, I don't necessarily agree on this, but you're the expert on this, so I think I'm going to bet on you. He knows that if this does not work, he's done. He's done. But so does the left. And
if this doesn't work, he's done. I assume he's talking about the tariffs right now. I mean, Trump could literally do anything. I mean, literally shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and it wouldn't do anything. He would be fine. He'd walk out of it completely unscathed. His poll numbers would not drop at all.
that's why the left is doing everything they can to thwart him, to use the judges and everything else, because this has to all happen quickly.
It couldn't be because he's violating people's rights and breaking the law, right?
And so anything that throws this and slows this down brings us back to, listen to today's first hour monologue on the podcast, brings us back down to the two choices we have. We are either going to break out and do something very different, which is what I usually do in my life. Break out and say, you know what? It's not really working the way I think it should, and I see trends, and I'm going to go this way. And it's usually high risk. But it's paid off for me in the past. It's also bitten me in the butt a couple of times.
Okay, interesting. Well, the high-risk venture you're asking us to engage in right now is something, well, I'm sorry, you're not even asking us. The high-risk venture that you imposed on us as a Trump voter has gotten countless people killed and sent to concentration camps, has lost untold amounts of money. Trump may have eliminated more wealth in a single day than any human being ever with the whole tariff thing. What you're saying you're forcing us to go through right now is heinous. When you were making these stupid decisions, you were the only one affected by it. Now my is affected by it too.
Donald Trump is that guy saying this doesn't work. The system that we have built does not work.
But it did work. It was working fine. Republicans have been doing a political strategy called Starve the Beast for a long time, where they talk about tax cuts constantly. They want to destroy the government. They want to make it so that the federal government is completely inoperative, and they've been trying to do that for a very, very long time. Well, the way that they're going about doing that is to just keep cutting taxes. They don't need to argue with Congress. They don't need to make deals with anybody. They just need to cut taxes when they get their guy into the White House. Cut them more and more and more and more until the government is incapable of operating anymore because the debt is so high. This is what we're witnessing right now. A direct result of the Starve the Beast strategy. They wanted to destroy the federal government, and they've done it.
The principles do work. The free market, the principles of, America, the Bill of Rights, all of those things work, but we haven't been doing those things.
Why suddenly you're in favor of civil rights? Since when? First I'm hearing of it.
So how do we get us back to those principles? Because the other choice is let's manage the decline.
Jesus Christ, dude. This guy is terrible. He's a terrible propagandist who directly or indirectly has been responsible for countless people's deaths. And it is just vile. Tell me what you think in the comments.